Hello, welcome to Sandy Ainley. I hope each one of you are well, and I hope you like my look. I've made a real effort today, haven't I? Just to say to you that I even started off with a pose as a result of the fact that I so wish to be pretty. I don't mind saying that I have covered my spot section here. Can you see a spot, if I may ask? I don't think so. I hope not. Equally so, I'm also wearing face powder and eyeshadow, eyeliner, lip liner and lipstick. And please look at this. I'm going to pose again, if you haven't seen it yet correctly. Then I have the piece in my hair, and this ring. Each one. This ring says daughter, and this is just a plain ring, word-wise, I think. And I don't know if you like my hair. I think it's improved. It's nice and curly at the bottom. I like it. Please look at that curl that I'm pointing at. It's really curly. It's a lock. There's lock curls here. And it's a little bit... I washed it this morning, and I think it's come up quite nicely. I do. And I'm going to be friendly today. Hopefully I'm friendly each day. My pussycat's next door to me, having a good clean of the paw. It's very cute. Very busy boy. I've just fed my boy some food. So I'm going to start eating. I'm having a salmon, and it's cooked salmon, pink salmon, and new potatoes inside the skin, and broccoli, and I think that's it. It seems very healthy, and it seems to be in a lovely sauce. I hope it's a healthy sauce. I am on the Cambridge diet. I ain't forgotten to eat in a cautious manner. So I shall begin. So I'll start with some sauce and some potato. It's pleasant. It's just a simple ready-made meal. Please have a look at it. Lovely. Salmon, new potatoes, broccoli and a nice sauce. It's not enough for me. However, I'll have a little bit maybe in the early evening. It's still a bit early for me to eat more than this, I think. I shall see how she'll feel after this meal. The salmon is lovely. I don't usually like cooked salmon. I love my smoked salmon, or a smoked salmon cream cheese bagel. I love smoked salmon and cream cheese bagel. Excuse me, please, for stereotyping. I'm very Jewish in that manner. I don't know if you know the Jewish idea of smoked salmon and cream cheese bagel. And I love my vegetables. And I loved that broccoli just a moment ago. I've tried each part now. I've tried the salmon. I've tried the potato, not in the correct order. And I've tried the vegetables. Or, yeah. And I wish to say, or the vegetable, that it's really good. There's a lot of potato in it, which may be quite filling, maybe not. I'll wait and see. I've tried to use some of the sauce with this potato again, and I'll see. I'm not sure. Yes, the potatoes are maybe a little dry. Nice though. The lady who helps me on a Saturday's not been long gone for today, and we have a good bond, and it's why my one day in the week when I have some help, and it really is necessary. My flat gets very, in my opinion, unclean, certainly in my opinion of what's unclean. So the lady spends about 4 hours here. There's a lot of clothes washing. I change to everything fresh each day. It's very rare that you shall see me wearing something for 2 days. It's very rare indeed, I don't mind saying. And it's partially as a result of my OCD. Partially I got used to it during the lockdown, because I used to change clothes a lot because I thought it would be less likely that I'd get COVID. Interesting. And it did me well. I don't know if I don't recall. I don't think I had COVID. I might have had it for a while. However, it's not definite. I think that's the correct information. This afternoon, my plans are as follows. I'm going to tidy afterwards, after this vlog, organise myself, and go to bed. It is as simple and as straightforward as that. I know it's early. However, I am treating myself to an extremely early night. I have a good time. It's quite pleasant today, so I think I'll keep the door open for a while. So if you haven't seen me with makeup on before today, now you have. I'm so interesting, aren't I, when I state the unobvious. I'm just being silly, please ignore me. It's good, I'm in a good mood, and I keep forgetting to look at the microphone. I've just remembered again. A very nice person once pointed this out to me, to look at the microphone when I'm recording. And I thank you if you're watching me, and I need to keep, I think the saying is, grilling it into my mind to recall, to think. I have a hospital appointment coming up, and I'm a little bit concerned because I was going to go with one person, that person cancelled me. I was going to go with someone else. I'm not sure if this someone else is going to see it through. And I don't know whether to go with somebody completely else or whether I want just to leave it as it is. A bit confused. I'm not saying any names. In case anybody's watching, I don't want to appear to be talking on subject to people in a specific manner. I'm just uncertain as a result of the fact that I don't know these people very well. And so I do feel a bit uncertain. That's one point I do need to think on subject of today, even though I'm having an extremely early afternoon in bed. I don't know the reason as to why they've given so many potatoes in this meal. I don't know, maybe because the salmon is expensive and they don't want to put much meat in the meal for that reason. I don't know. I've noticed that item is more expensive in the shops. It's so expensive to go shopping. I don't mind having said. Say that again. I don't mind having said. And I'm reminding myself again to look at the microphone. And, portions are smaller sometimes. I've noticed, for example, with this meal, it seems that they place very little salmon in the meal. There's been about 4 chunks of salmon. Tiny little chunks. Tiny chunk. The size of about 1 centimetre squared. And I think it's everything to do with COVID, or certainly largely, to be more precise. Here, I'll show you the salmon if you haven't seen it. There. It's about 1 centimetre squared, in my opinion. Do you agree? I have a machine and... Oh, I see. I think the lady placed my dryer on. I have a very long broccoli here. There is a purpose to this vlog, external to what I've recorded up until this point. I wish to talk today on subject of the British side of my family, because I come from a Jewish British family on the side of my late father. My nana, who was my bundle of joy and love, we used to name the lady, we as in the 4 grandchildren, my 2 cousins, first cousins Elizabeth and Jennifer, my brother and I, Elliot and I, and our grandma we named as Nana. And the lady was very British speaking wise and quite eccentric in the nicest possible manner, in my opinion, of the nicest possible manner, and being eccentric, and dressed immaculately, in my opinion, of immaculately. Had a very, trying to think of I think one might name it as conservative, perhaps, quite, the lady just really looked like a lady, it's very straightforward. Dressed a bit as the Queen, I don't mind having said. The late Queen, I mean, sorry. Elizabeth II. I'm not saying all the time. I mean, if I'd visit my nana's flat in Baker Street, the lady wouldn't be wearing a hat and the same coloured jacket and the same coloured skirt down to just below the knees. However, my nana would be wearing something very elegant, very smart, at the same time not flashy. Please excuse all my wording. I'm not being judgmental, so to speak. The manner in which I'm saying it is just what I describe as smart, what I describe as not flashy, and so on and so forth, as one says. Please excuse my croaky voice. What I really need is a drink. I shall have one in a moment. I don't know if I can finish this meal. There's too much potato. I think I'll have just the rest of the vegetables and any bit of salmon I can see. I may not finish the rest. Just seems too potatoey to me. I don't mind having said again and again, and change to a different meal because I am quite hungry. So going back to my family, I have said a little, so to speak, what I interpret as a little on subject of my nana. However, today I'd like to go into more deep detail. My nana used to sing at a professional standard, opera style. And when I used to start learning singing, having voice production, training in voice, and I used to feel inspired. My nana was my help. I allowed my nana to help me with my self-confidence as a performer, as a singing performer, so to speak. And I had a lot of tips from my nana, one of which was to smile. When one's singing, I mean. I'm smiling now. So, for example, instead of singing, ah, I sing, ah. It makes a difference, doesn't it? I had a bit of a croak when I sang. My voice isn't good at the moment, as some of you might already know, have known. But when I smiled, did it look better for you? It would be interesting if you'd comment below. I'm looking again at the microphone. I am starting to remember to keep looking at the microphone. It is hard. I'm not used to it. I can't get up to one of the vegetables pieces. I don't think there's anything unpleasant on the subject of the potato selection in this meal. I just think there's a lot of it. Too much for me to enjoy. I haven't had spaghetti bolognese for quite a long time. I don't mind having said. I wouldn't have minded one of those today, but however, I don't have any spaghetti. I have pasta. I can make pasta, but I can't be bothered now. I'm just going to have some ready-made meal from my freezer. And that should be enough for me of this meal after this mouthful. Well, bon appetit, Sandy, for whatever Sandy's going to eat next. If you could bear with me, please, I'm going to go and fetch myself a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi from the fridge. I shall choose something to eat and I shall return. So bear with me, please. I need to move the camera. That will give me an opportunity to show you my clothing before I go off to do my bits. Oops, sorry. I beg your pardon. So this is my very nice top. It's more of a Valentine's Day top. However, I fancied wearing it today, obviously. And then my skirt. And that's my clothing today. Quite see-through. I have black shorts on and a black sports bra, so that I can be looking decent, so to speak. I'll get myself a Diet Coke, Pepsi I mean, choose a meal and come back. As I said before. I've got a spinach and ricotta cannelloni here. I'll probably have that. Microwave on full power, 8 minutes. Microwave. Oh, it's not suitable. Oh, I say no. Maybe I'll try it. Who cares? I'll have a go. Okay, so I'm coming back, friends. Again, please forgive me. I'm very sorry. The lady left something out which need not have been out, and so I've just noticed it, so I tidied up a bit. And do apologise. I do apologise. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. I didn't say I was going to put the microwave on. Well, slap, slap. I have done. And I have a nice cannelloni ready for me, and I shall not eat those potatoes. So cheers, dears. Nice can of Diet Pepsi. As my nana used to very elegantly lift a glass, probably, and say cheers. In a moment, I'll just show you what I mimic to make well, I'm really mimicking myself. However, I shall try to mimic my nana. Although I repeat, I'm really mimicking myself. Bear with me, please. Thank you. Why do you think I said I'm mimicking myself if I shall do so? Who's the one who's doing the mimicking? So who's the one who's mimicking is mimicking who? Who's that one? Hello, darling. How are you? Oh, darling, why didn't you come to see me today? You were right by my flat in Baker Street. What a lovely, lovely day today. Oh, darling, oh, darling. Oh, darling, I do love you. I get so lonely in my flat in Baker Street. I live in Gloucester Place, and downstairs there's a reception. It's such a nice block of flats, and there's a porter, and one can take a chauffeur from the entrance, and there's even a restaurant, an Indian restaurant in this block of flats, and a lift, and a waiting place for when one's waiting for a cab or car or chauffeur. Oh, darling, 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 oh dear, 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 darling, sweet person you are. Don't do that to me again, please, darling. So going back to the real Sandy Ainley, who is not trying to mimic Nana, I hope you enjoyed that. I do like to mimic. It's something which is in my capacity, if you like, and I like to think I'm quite good at it. I do my best. As I say, I'm really mimicking myself when I'm doing that type of mimicking. However, it might give you an idea of the manner which I saw my late Nana. If my cousins are watching, I just so wish for you to know that I'm doing it with love. I loved Nana deeply, and I miss our late Nana deeply. And the lady was an inspiration for me, especially musically. I was the one grandchild who I think took up singing in a serious manner and sang in professional performances. And as far as I know anyway, of the three other people who were altogether 4 grandchildren of my nana, my late nana. And so if you are watching, it's this mimicking and talking is with love and grace for an inspirational nana whom I respected, I loved, I was to a degree in awe of. I thought the lady was a real lady, and in all the years that I was lucky enough to be exposed to our late Nana, Nana, I don't think once I heard Nana swear. I don't think once. Forgive me if I'm incorrect, please. However, I don't think once. And all four of us have been most privileged to have met and been exposed to such a noble lady. And our late Nana, I'm sure, if I may please assume so, is most missed. And so I know it's Diet Pepsi, however, in the Jewish religion one says l'chaim, and in the British language, probably some of you know, one says cheers. So this is to Nana. I know it's not champagne. I don't drink alcohol. Just please imagine this is champagne. Here, I'll hide oh no. There we are, you can't see any writing. You can see the picture of the Diet Pepsi. There we are, hold on please, I'm trying very hard here. There we are, this is champagne, okay? Cheers to Nana. Cheers, dears. Very good. So, I just so wish to say that my two first cousins on my British side of the family, if I see the ladies and bump into the ladies, so to speak, I'm very, very civil. However, we're not really in contact with each other. I don't mind saying my mother's relationship with my late father's side of the family was a challenge, to say the least. And not that I'm going to start to talk in detail, because I don't believe in doing that. And so we didn't keep contact for that reason. It just ended up that way, if you like. Especially after the demise of my lovely Nana. Our lovely Nana. So, that's all I'm prepared to say. It's my family, it's my own family's private business, and I'm not disclosing it. What I have said, which is very basic, just to explain the reason as to why, there's not really much I can say on the subject of my two first cousins on my British side of the family. I can talk on the subject of my brother, who also loved my Nana deeply. I've just remembered to look at the microphone again. And it was a different relationship. I don't mind comparing. What do I mean? I mean that my brother wasn't into singing. And so there wasn't that in common between my brother and my Nana. Also, being male, it's a different type of relationship with my Nana to the one I had with my Nana, my late Nana. I don't mind comparing on this one occasion. Also, my brother was shy as a child, continues to be quite a shy person. not shy, sorry, a shy person. And my brother didn't have a relationship with my nana that was strong and powerful and close. It was strong and loving in that sense. However, I don't think that they got very close, so to speak, but I mean, I could be incorrect, so please forgive me if I find that I've been incorrect in that manner. My relationship with my late nana was quite close. I confided in my nana. I'd stay over there at my nana if there'd be a need for me to go there, or even if I wanted to. My nana was kind and sometimes very generous, which is good. It's good not to be generous all the time. And in my opinion, and my late nana was a smashing cook. I remember once my nana making me a roast meal, and it was really tasty. I mean, that's my idea of tasty, is I just almost felt like I was going to dribble with deliciousness when I was eating my nana's roast dinner. And I remember I think I wanted more afterwards, and there was no more. I really liked the food. I think my cannelloni is ready, and I do feel now that I've got a drink here to drink. I don't really feel hungry. Oh, goodness me, what am I doing? Oh, my goodness, what am I doing with food? Can one, do you think, wait with it I could keep it in the microwave and have a little bit of it much later? I should probably be hungry much later. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't want to keep wasting food. I mean, the potato I understand, because there's a lot of it, and it was okay, a bit on the dry side, however it was okay. The sauce was quite pleasant. It did help a lot with the dryness. So that's my idea of who my late nana was. Did you, or do you, love your great, lovely, darling grandparents, as in your lovely grandparents? When I said great, that's what I meant, lovely grandparents. Did you have something that you felt you had in common with your each grandparent? And if so, what did you have in common? Did you spend time, precious time, fulfilling and developing that, whatever that was that you had in common with your each grandparent? I think that was the basic strength. The real strength was the music with my lovely nana and myself. And to that I'm very grateful, as a result of the fact that I inherited music, a gift for music, from my late nana. And I feel proud. I feel quite choked. I would love my nana to hear me. I really would. Wherever you are, Nana, I miss you. Sorry. Just take deep breaths. Put my makeup on today thinking of my Nana. So, here. I hope you are enjoying the vlog. I hope you've been interested in the content of this vlog, and here to each grandparent in the world. Cheers, even though it's Diet Pepsi. And not caviar. Sorry, champagne. I thought of caviar, and so I said caviar. So, take care, please. And please take care of each other. And lots of love. And grandparent people. Persons. Please take care of each other. Bye-bye.